meeting to order. Tom, will you take roll?
Sue?
Here.
Kim?
Yes.
Marty?
Here.
Bill?
Here.
I'm present and Lonnie is absent.
Thank you, Tom. Stand for the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I need to bring your attention to the Open Meeting Act up on the wall there. Read at your leisure. You have the agenda before you, and there are no changes to the agenda, so we'll see the minutes of the previous meeting. Are there any corrections? Now for the treasurer's report. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Now we'll go to the presentation of bills. Any questions on the bills? On that bill to Kokish Welding, it says weld crack second time. Is that on this boiler here? Or at the
It's
other?
on the cooler over to grade school.
Just cracked beside his weld, or?
Yeah, I think they found another.
There's a bunch of cracks.
Yeah,
Where they-
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions on the bills? Not, is there a motion to approve items 1 through 4 as presented? It's been moved by Tom, seconded by Sue, that we approve items 1 through 4 as presented. Any further comments? Not, roll call vote. Sue?
Yes.
Kim?
Yes.
Marty?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion carried. Communications?
Just the letter from the child development. Been thanking you.
No communications, any other communications? Okay, patrons' comments or presentations? Welcome into the board meeting. Opportunity to speak. Okay, if not, reports of standing committee. Sue? Kim? Marty?
Probably just cover building grounds we've got on the agendas, cover that then.
Tom?
Activities, it's just been a busy wind down towards the end of the year, but I think between Mr. Hague and Mr. Dennis, they'll cover about everything that's going on.
Okay, the negotiations, we're gonna meet our first meeting Wednesday night after baccalaureate at 8:30. Get the process started. Hopefully, we can get it wound down before the end of school, which would be kinda crowding it, but who knows? We're gonna try. Reports of building principals, counselors, and district committees. Mr. Dennis?
The end of April, Don Fritz, the state fire marshal, came over to the elementary and said he'd had a lot of complaints, so he just wanted to come down. He said he didn't have any concerns, but wanted to come down and see firsthand. So I took him on a thorough walkthrough. I think about the only place he didn't go, he didn't climb that little tower, spiral tower in the little theater, is probably the only place he didn't look. He found 2 things he wanted to fix. One was back in the mechanical room on that electrical panel. There were just some little slots in some of those empty panels. He wanted those closed so there was no little slots showing openings. And then up front, in the front custodial room, where they replaced those new urinals last year, they hadn't put that one panel back in where you can get in behind to work on the plumbing. So they put that back up, and Dory and her custodial crew already has fixed and addressed all those two concerns. He said it looks good, he had absolutely no other concerns, so. That, he just said he wanted to come down and see it firsthand so he knew what was going on. And then we're winding down the end of the year, all kinds of good stuff hits next week. Next Tuesday night, if anybody's interested, is the Attendance Center's 8th grade graduation out at Benton. So if you want to go, let me know. Then everybody's going on field trips. A lot of them just kind of wait till the end of the year because it's just a good time to go and not mess up too much stuff. Next Wednesday, the 20th, we'll have our little awards ceremony in the afternoon like we usually do at 1:30. And then our track meets next Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. So unless you have some questions, it's just kind of a quick rundown.
Thank you, Mr. Hague.
I guess first, we'd like to celebrate our state champion Envirothon team that competed up in Ponca, Nebraska here recently. They qualify now for a national competition in North Carolina, I believe this coming August. So Mr. Ferens, Mr. Brett Howard and our Envirothon team should be commended. Girls track team conference champions this past week, so Mr. Trampy and the girls and all our student athletes are to be commended for a job well done. District music contest, our chorus swept ones with every single judge, every small group, our big groups, both the 18th String and the award singers, all received ones. And so Mrs. Tomages and those students are to be commended. Our band, as I'm sure everybody's well aware, our numbers are down a little bit this year. But we do feel like they competed well at the district contest, and I am pleased with the progress and the improvement that our band members have made over the course of the year. The junior high band at Lexington scored excellence across the board. We also had several small ensemble groups that received ones, and so our junior high students are to be commended for their performance at the Lexington contest. K-12, we have reworked our language arts curriculum with the help of Ginger Meyer and the Sandhills Curriculum Consortium. In talking with Mr. Hastings, Mrs. Hastings, and Mrs. Welniak, we feel really good about where we stand as far as our local curriculum. Now it's just a matter of executing it here in the coming years. As Mr. Kroger will note, our state writing results are back. Our numbers are good. We have 98% of our students in grades 8 and 11, I believe, that are proficient, and so that's that. 8th grade field trip this past week. Our students toured Red Cloud, Nebraska, Willa Cather, both a town and country tour. We spent the night at the Leadership Center in Aurora. We visited the state capitol where Kate Sullivan recognized our students on the floor of the legislative chamber, and then we toured Morrill Hall, and also were able to go into the planetarium and view the black hole. And so it was an educational experience. Our students were complimented at every single stop we made what young men and women of character they were and how they conducted themselves. At 7:30, I wanted to talk to Mr. Schweitzer, our transportation, head of our transportation department, because this was my first opportunity to ride our new activity bus, and I commented how well it rode and how nice it was, and Larry commented that things had gone extremely well.